All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Monday night Team Passion Body Partner call. So, this week I wanted to make this a working call. Um, we will actually be going through, we're not going to do an hour. So, we're going to do a power half hour. And then this is something that at least on days that you're limited on time, you at least can get this half hour in, or this can be what you do every day, or on days that you're like, you know what, I have a little more time, you can double it and do everything again. So I just posted in the Body Partner page a outline of what this will look like so that you have it. It'll also be the cover photo of this recorded YouTube video. So I'm basically going to take you through 7 action items, and we are going to do this in 30 minutes or less so I can show you that this doesn't take that long, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. So this is what I do every day. When I start my business, I go in and I start with a mindset video. So I usually do this on my app, so just give me a second here. Oh, here it is. I'm like, where's my body? Here it is. And on Mondays in particular, there is a daily fire. So we are going to listen to that together, which will take us, I think today's is 8 minutes. And so how is it laid out here on, there it is, permanent fire. All right. So today is 2/12. So let's go ahead and listen to this.
Hey, it's Brandon Burchard, founder of Growth, and welcome to your Monday Fire. This video, we continue the conversation that I've been having this month about how to overcome stress and anxiety. I know so many of us feel like completely overwhelmed by the noise of the world, all of the distractions, all the obligations that fall on our shoulders as we try to lead our families and our teams and those that we love and lead. I know it's a very difficult time in the world, and it can feel so dark, and we can feel very displaced or divided. And so this conversation today, I'd like to jump into how can you put yourself in the best place so that you can deal with the inevitable stressors of life. First, I want to share this with you. And I got this feedback from our last series on this topic. So many people were moved by the idea that dealing with stress and overwhelm is a skill. It is not a trait. You aren't naturally freaked out by anything. You've been conditioned that way, or you've been trained that way, or you've been going through unconscious patterns. I'm here to tell you, you have a remarkable ability to deal with greater and greater and greater levels of stressors that other people would say, that freaks me out. I'll give you an example. In my own life, public speaking was not something that was easy for me. And maybe if you've known my world a little bit, but maybe you've seen online, I'm often speaking in front of arenas, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 people. I've spoken in all major North American arenas as the keynote. I've done 100 4-day seminars of my own, where I'm usually on stage between 6 to 9 hours a day by myself, having to come up with that much curriculum and speak to an audience and be comfortable for that long. None of that was natural. I used to have tremendous amounts of stress, overwhelm, and anxiety before ever speaking to anybody, let alone a large group of people. But what I knew back then from personal development changed my life, which was I can train up to that. I can train up to that. I can train up to handle that. Sometimes we see an Olympian, or we see somebody dealing with, a bigger family than us or a bigger team than us. And we're like, how can they do that? They train themselves up. They expose themselves to difficulties over and over and over, and the difficulties got easier. See, we can normalize the levels of experiences we have in our life so they're not so stressful. The more I experience public speaking, the less stressed I am. The more I experienced a full work week, the less stressed I am. The more I teach myself to deal with lots of obligations and do them well, the more confidence I build. Often when people are in my world, they're just so amazed by all the things that we do with all of our different companies, my brands. And I just say, well, I didn't start that way. Every year I kind of layered on more complexity and more difficulty on purpose because I wanted to grow on purpose. And so I'm here to share with you, there's hope if you're freaked out. There really is. If you're just like, Brendan, I'm always freaked out. I just naturally who I am. I'm like, no, you are naturally capable of extraordinary things. When you walk down that bookstore and you look at those biographies, there's no reason yours can't be on that shelf. And if you doubt that, why don't you read a few and be stunned by the extraordinary circumstances and difficulties that people came through? You know, it's like chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and half the book of every biography is just difficulty. It's always difficult before the big payoff. If you can take that in and understand that and approach adding on difficulty as experience or exposure, you'll realize you have tremendous amounts of growth to do. And as you grow, the beauty is you get better at handling difficult things. Now, how to get yourself in a great place to deal with all that. Let me share with you, if you've never heard it, my MEDS framework. That is like take your meds framework. It's an old trope in personal development, but I still think it's good. I had a little RX on it. So MEDS, RX, meditation, exercise, diet, sleep. And then RX is relationships and X is supplementation. You know, that's like your Shakeology in the morning or some other supplements that you take to put yourself in a good place. Meditate every day. Exercise and move every day, even if it's just a 30-minute walk in the morning or a 30-minute walk after dinner. Diet, make sure you're eating healthy for you and you're getting the amount of proteins, fats, and carbs that you need to have energy throughout the day so that you're not spiking it up and falling back down, but rather you just feel an even sense of energy throughout the day. Sleep is one of the most important things you can ever do to deal with stress. It's so correlated. You need to understand, less sleep, more stress. Less sleep, more stress. If you could prioritize anything this year, it is getting better at sleep, deeper rest, go to bed a little earlier, turn out all the lights, make sure there's nothing shining or bright. Don't look at your phone, keep your phone in another room, cool the temperature down to 65 to 68 degrees. Yes, cooler, and you'll sleep much better. Don't eat 3 hours before bed and you'll be stunned by how well you are rested. Aim for that 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I'm telling you what, when you are well rested, it's just like so much can go on, but you're in a good place. It's important. The R is relationships. I want you to get around more motivated, high achieving strivers this year. Join Growth Day, come out at any of our live events. When you're a Growth Day member, you get a live ticket to one of our events for a year. And coming out and meeting thousands of people from all around the world, striving for greatness in their life, it's inspiring. And you meet people handling things and you ask, how do you do that? You learn their strategies. And being around higher achieving people who have chosen to do personal development so they can handle it well because they want to be conscientious, conscious, and mindful. I'm telling you, they will change your life. And then the X, MEDS, meds, RX, like take your meds, meditation, exercise, diet, sleep, relationships, the people who you're around. And X is that X factor of what can you do to calm your mind with supplementation or to energize it with caffeination or some type of adaptogen to deal with stress. I think a lot of people never experiment with that. And I think it's important for you to find your own, consult your health advisor or your life coach or somebody else who's in a higher performing training capability who can share with you like, here's what I use or here's what I recommend. Or here's what I recommend. For me personally, taking adaptogens is so important to my life, making sure that I understand like what's coming up in my life. Like I shared with you in the last video of my last Monday Fire, I talked about the importance of planning my month well, planning my week well, talking that through with my spouse and my team so that we're all kind of certain about what's going on and we're a little bit more coordinated. These things all add up to dealing with stress and overwhelm better. I'll continue the conversation in next week's training. If you'd like to go deeper on this, make sure you join us in Growth Day for this month's training on dealing with overwhelm and stress. I have multiple 7-figure business experts, wellness experts, and legends coming in to teach this topic in Growth Day live each week. I think it's so important to remind you, you're stronger than you think. The future holds good things for you. Just keep doing your personal development because every day is a great day to grow.
All right. So that is the first thing I start with my power half hour. I go in and do a mindset video. Now, the second task is a social media post. This can be a reel. This can be you talking in your stories. This can be a post in your challenge group. This can be a feed post. I think a great idea for maybe a first thing for you to go do is put something on your news feed that is going to get people talking. So something that's relevant in the world right now. I had a post today. I posted up a little meme about the Super Bowl halftime show. I wasn't going to just because I'm like, gosh, every year my whole feed is either that was awful or oh, that was awesome. And it doesn't matter who it is. Right? Doesn't matter who it is. The country is divided on every year's halftime show. So it got a lot of people talking. I posted because of that Dunkin' commercial was absolutely hysterical last night. I posted the new Dunkin's menu and it got people asking about the menu and what it is. So, maybe maybe you post now that the Super Bowl's over, what is everybody watching on TV? Netflix, Hulu, something like that. Maybe talk about a snow day tomorrow. Do you like snow? Do you not like snow? So something that will so it has nothing to do with body. I don't want to have to do anything with body. I want you to go on your news feed and make a post that is going to get people talking on your post. It'll get people talking. So go ahead and think about that. I've already done a couple of those. So I am going to do a different post in our challenge group. All right, so I'll give you guys a couple minutes to go do that. Oops, no, do not. See, my Zoom's yelling at me. Okay. All right. Let me know when you guys are done.
I'm done.
Okay.
It's funny because I was just looking up icebreaker questions for a new group that I have going. So I was like, okay, I can just grab something off of that website I was already on. So
Perfect. Okay, I'm going to make a super quick post in our challenge group and then we will be ready to move on. Let me give you the next topic. Oh, no, I'll have to share my screen.
I'll be done in a second.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay.
Done. All right, posted. I wasn't sure what you guys were talking about when I first got on but I saw Brendan. I haven't watched Monday Fire, but I did do today's growth day, which gave me a great idea for a personal development post. Should I do that later tonight or do that in the
Oh,
morning?
yeah, hold on. We're going through a power hour and we're going through action items with them. Okay.
Okay.
So the next one is a body app training. So I'm not going to, oh my God, I keep, where is, okay. I want to show you what I found today. Okay, I have lots of tabs up apparently. What I found today in the Body Partner app. So where did I did not have that up. Okay. So I did the National Wake Up Call today in the Body Partner app already. But I also found in here that was posted this weekend. So we won't watch it together, but there are new videos about the body app tour and the body overview video. So these are great. So these are things that so the body app tour and takes a tour of the body app and discovers how to access our fitness, nutrition, and mindset content. So this is basically the video that I have posted. I did a body video walkthrough on my YouTube. This is basically corporate has done it. So the body app tour and then the body overview video as well. So I would watch these two tomorrow so that I don't want to sit here and watch 13 minutes of it because that'll take too much time. But this is a 7-minute one and a 6-minute one. And then it'll give you the Vimeo link that you can go and post in your challenge groups and any events you have and any free groups you have to ensure to show people how to go through. I mean, these will be great. Like, so make sure you have a plan on what you'll do with these videos. These will be great for new people. And giving them an overview of what to look for. So the third item on my daily to-do list. So we did the mindset video. So we did a social media post and then the body app training. So you just kind of choose a training to do. So like I said, I already did the National Wake Up Call today. So tomorrow, this is what I'll do. I'll watch these two. And so now I have, I broke these up into different sections. But basically I want you to go have 5, conversations. So these can be, just kind of people in your contact list, checking in on them. It can be something where you you could go and comment on people's social media, but take your list. So hopefully you already have a list, but if you don't have a list, don't take the time to do it right now, but go into your Facebook and make a list from Facebook. Go right in to your friends list and just make sure you have, oh my gosh, it's so hard to do this with the, I think I have to move you guys around. Go in these are your photos. Here we go. See all friends and go in and make your friends list you can do it alphabetically. You can do it from recently added. You can do it from birthdays, however you want to do it. Whatever you've put in, these things will come up. And then this find friends button, you should be friending at least 2 people a day from this. So that's how you should have your list. So go ahead and make 5 conversation. Just, like I said, these should be really quick. It should be people that are on your list. So this shouldn't take you long because you already have a list, basically, is what I'm getting at. So, yeah. These are sometimes for me too. I'm doing a lot of like check-ins from people that I know I signed up in December and January. And I don't see them posting in the workout log. Okay, so because I have a list, I'm already done. So that's the key of the list. And it's short and sweet. I was like, hey, how's it going coming back to your health and fitness routine? Hey, did you decide which program you're going to start with on Body? Hey, are you using Body again? Like, how's your recovery going from your injury? Like, just 5 quick messages of people that are on my list that I know I'm not seeing them in the workout log.
But I've got my birthday list people, so I'm just kind of picking a few and saying, happy belated, and did you do anything fun?
Perfect. And then a second social media post. Oh my gosh, I have like a headache on the side of my head. And then a second social media post. So Becky, here's your idea of what you had. So sometimes too, if I don't, there's no shame in, like, there's times where I will sit first thing in the morning, and if I've already done my pre-workout, my energize, my workout, my recover, and I'm sitting down to eat breakfast, that's 5 stories. And I will post those back to back. Like I will post a story, let it load, and then I will post the next one, and I will just post a little something about I did. So don't, ever feel like your stories have to be spread out throughout the day. Like just get them, just bang them out. Like it doesn't.
I get stuck on them, like feeling that they have to be chronological and they don't.
Yeah, no, nobody's paying attention to that. And
Just
once
me.
once the 24 hours disappears, it's kind of, it's kind of
Mhm.
gone. I'm gonna go talk in my stories real quick, just about being on my Instagram about being a mom of a senior. Um, I've already done a couple workout posts. I didn't do a lot of stories today. But yeah, so I'm gonna just mute and go do that real quick. Does anyone know? It must be an app, and I'm sure Mark knows, and I'm sure my kids know. But do any of you know? Is it an app or of something we have to press on Instagram, like when we start talking in our stories to have the words come up?
Closed caption. I
Okay.
don't know. I haven't figured that out.
Okay. Okay.
Trying to figure that out too.
Okay. All right. So that'll be something I will look into.
Yeah, but you also have to remember me and Becky have different phones, so it might be different with the Android than
An
the iPhone.
iPhone, but probably not much different.
No,
Should be in the Instagram app. Like it should
Yeah,
be,
yeah.
it shouldn't be
Yeah.
on my phone. It should be,
that's true.
um,
So it might look a little different for us,
Right.
maybe, Dawn, but still should have the same functionality.
all right, I'll Google that later. Okay. And then the last two items, are to do 2 invites and 2 follow-ups. So, we are coming up on the half hour here. So that shouldn't take us too long again if we have our list. So let's do that real quick and then we should be done. And then that shows you that a power half hour you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can get 7 things done if you have the plan. All right, so I am going to close us down so that it's not silent for the rest of the call. But that is the last two tasks in your power hour. And you can, as like Brendan just said in the mindset video, you know, all of this not working the business is based on fear. And it's not something we were born with. It's something, you know, it's a trait that we have developed just out of doing it to ourselves, right? And so if we say, okay, do 5 conversations, 2 invites, and 2 follow-ups, do the 5-2-2 as consistently as possible for, say you do it for 5 days a week for a month, and you're like, oh crap, okay, I got this. Up that to maybe 6 conversations, 3 invites, and 3 follow-ups. Get that going consistently up and then up it. So you don't have to up it, meaning double it, because then you'll be overwhelmed. Like, just increase in small increments like we do in anything that we do. And you'll find that you will get better. Things will get easier. The no's will roll off you easier. The obstacles, all of that will just roll off you a lot easier. And I want you on those 2 social media. I said do 1 social media and 2nd social media. Of course, you can do way more than that, but I want that first social media of your power hour. If, say, you've already posted your workout clip for that morning or whatever, it's something you already do automatically every day. That first power half hour social media, have it be something personal. Go to your feed and ask people something personal to get people talking on your feed. And then all of those people that comment, reply to their comments underneath it, and then go put them on your list. Now you have all those people on your list, and then go, and the next day when you're about to do 5 conversations, there's all those people. Go on their feed and have conversations with them, whether it's just on their feed, whether you send them a personal message, whatever feels comfortable. But this is how you work the algorithm. You know, there are people that posted on my Super Bowl halftime thing that I don't even know who they are, right? So they've gone on my list, and now tomorrow I will go through and see if they're people I choose to get to know or not, right? And I find that because it's a public post, if I had my friends posting, sometimes they tag people, they share, or the person sees that their friend posted on a post, and they'll go and look it up, and I'm like, who's this? And I'll click add friend. So there's so many different things you can do to grow your list and to have more conversations that they're so simple that we don't think about it. So that's a reminder on how to work that 1 social media post a day that gets your whole feed talking. So this is your power half hour. It did take us a little longer, maybe 35 minutes, but this is possible. This is doable. I constantly am hearing that people are looking for second jobs. Teachers need second jobs. Mark and I had this conversation the other night that 6 figures in a household it's not really that much anymore. Like it's scary and it's sad, but like we used to strive to make 6 figures out as a household of income of 2, and now I'm like, yeah, why are we still struggling? Why do we have to find extra to pay for the extras, right? And so this is a great opportunity for you to do that, to not have to dig into your budget and to have the extra money, and everybody's looking for a way to earn supplemental income. And it kills me when people are like, I'm going to just go get a second job. I'm like, okay, so you're going to go work 8 to 10 hours a week out of the house on somebody else's schedule instead of just sitting here for an hour a day at your computer and working your business online. And I get the mentality of, yeah, but I can just go somewhere and they can tell me what to do and a paycheck appears. So I get that. This business isn't for everybody. It takes discipline to be your own boss. It takes discipline to get on this team call when you are tired. It takes discipline. Wednesday nights when we do Keith's team call, it is the last thing I want to do on a Wednesday night at 8:30. It is the last thing I want to do. And Mark keeps saying to me every day, I'm like, I just want to go to bed. And he's like, what would you tell your team? You're going to tell your team, I'm sorry, I'm too tired to get on a call? No, you're going to get on a call. And so I do it, and I do this call at 7:30 for me. And I know it's not ideal. Mark said, people aren't getting on your call because they're still finishing dinner and stuff. I'm like, okay, well, I'm winding down for bed. So it's just, you do things when you need to. And I'm totally fine with everybody listening to this as a recording. It's just fun to get the interaction going if we can get more people live, because we can do more idea sharing, but bless you. So that's it for the night. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. And please, yes, do not overthink this business. This business is easy to do, and this business is easy not to do.